Hi and welcome. I'm going to be leading you through a vinyasa practice today, and I have Kelly with me. So, we're going to be going through this a little bit more like it was a practice that you would do in studio, where I will teach it and Kelly will practice, and I will jump on and off the mat, but guiding you through the entire time. This is going to be a relatively fiery practice. Is the theory. So, really kind of locking into that last of summer energy. We're in August. So, almost in that in between shift of when we start to slow it down a little bit, with still a little bit of that fiery sense within us. If there's anything that you need, make sure you grab it. We have 2 bricks. I don't think we'll necessarily use them, but make sure you've got them to hand if it's something that you like to practice with. We're going to start in a child's pose today. So whenever you're ready, just bring yourselves back into that space. If child's pose isn't comfortable for you for any reason at all, just bring yourself to a more comfortable seat. And we will have the soles of the feet, or the toes, I should say, together. And let's draw the knees just a little bit wider. And we're going to press our fingertips in towards the ground and draw the heels of the hands away from the mat space. As you plug into the finger pads, press the bum just that little bit farther back in towards the heels. Find a sense of softness through the fronts of the hips. And resting just for a moment, the head down in towards the ground space. Maybe the eyes are closed, or maybe there's just a sense of softening through the body or the face as a whole. And taking time just to let yourself absorb that beginning starting point of your practice. Navigating that sense of landing from whatever it was that you have done prior to being here on your mat. Not looking too far ahead to what's to come. And breathing that long, deep breath. Let's collectively inhale. Open the mouth as you exhale. And pressing the palms of the hands down in towards the ground space. Let's go ahead and bring it forwards in towards a tabletop position. So as you bring it forwards in towards a tabletop position, we're going to draw the right arm forwards, upwards and backwards as you inhale. And place the right hand down towards the ground as you exhale, flipping the fingertips towards the thigh. Doing the same thing with the left arm, go forwards, up and back, inhale. Circling around, placing 2 hands down towards the ground, fingertips to thighs, heels of the hands go forwards. 3 cat-cows, lowering the navel point down towards the ground space, opening through the chest. And then pressing in towards the palms of the hands, rounding through the back as you exhale. You're moving 2 ends of the spine, so as you lower down through the navel, move the pelvis, move the head. And do the exact same thing as you bring it back, so chin towards the chest, rounding through the spine as you breathe outwards. And we have one more here. Navel goes down, chest goes upwards, inhale. Pause here for a moment, really shine your chest through your arms. Expand, and then bring it back in towards that neutral space. Pausing here, take an inhale, tuck your left toe, tuck your right toes under. Pressing towards your hands. If it feels available, keep the hands exactly as they are. Push down, hover your knees an inch away from the floor space. Take a little moment just to lean into the sensation this carries. Deeper breath, inhale. And send the knees back down towards the ground space. We're going to flip the hands forwards. As you flip the hands forwards, bring it back into that tabletop position. Just a little bit of movement, oscillating from side to side if you feel like you need that. Inviting that sense of connection into the bodies. Feeling subtle connection to the breath. We'll dial into that a little bit deeper in a moment's time. And just as we continue to warm up, bring it back in towards that neutral tabletop space. So left toe is tucked under. We're going to extend the right leg towards the back of the space as we inhale. You're going to cross the right knee behind the left knee as you exhale and just dial the 2 toes outwards to the edges of the mat. So you're finding that crossing of the knees at the central point. Reach your weight further forwards as you inhale, lift and open through your heart and chest. And as you exhale, push your bum backwards, maybe the fingertips pressing towards the ground, left knee draws away. 2 more like this. So we're rocking forwards in space as we inhale. There can be a lift of throats. And then on your exhale, you're pressing the bum backwards, softening through head, chest, neck, and shoulders. Once more, receive the inhale, go forwards. Receiving the exhale, go backwards. Gorgeous. Then bring it back in towards that neutral tabletop space. And nice and simple, just unravel the legs, bring it back in towards tabletop, tuck your toes under. Keeping fingertips forwards this time, pressing towards palms, hover the knees 1 inch. We're building a little bit of fire into this, so quite zappy as we go through, taking an inhale. Right knee goes down towards ground, left knee goes down to ground, exhale. You're sending the left leg back in space, take a breath in. Dial the right toes out, cross the left knee behind. So we're crossing through the legs, we press the bum backwards. I like to really press in towards my palms, feel that resistance against the mat, and then pull it all the way forwards. Lean weight into hands open through chest. 2 more here. Exhale to shift the bum backwards. Forwards as we inhale. And 1 more time. Exhale to push the bum back in space. Forwards as we inhale. Gorgeous. Then unravel your legs, tuck through your toes, and this time just lift your hips straight up to the sky. Find Adho Mukha, downward facing dogs. And as you arrive in downward facing, just taking time to pause. Let's breathe in through the nose, inhale. Open through the mouth and audibly release. Do that 1 more time. Deep full breath, inhale it. Open mouth, release as you exhale. Stunning. Then start to slowly seal the lips. And you might choose to lightly press the tongue to the roof of the mouth here. And as you press the tongue to the roof of the mouth, you might feel a subtle restriction in the back of your throat. And starting to lead your breath into Ujjayi breath, so that ocean sound. Breath of heat and fire, and it's 31 degrees where we are, so we don't need more heat, but we're going to go for it anyway. Let's take 2 here, inhaling. And staying with this breath as you exhale. We're together in this for 1, deep breath in. And deep breath out. And we're going to bring it all the way forwards in towards our high planks, inhale. Sending the knees down towards the ground, opening through the chest space. Baby Chaturanga, exhale. Bring it forwards in towards Bhujangasana, small cobra, inhale. And sending it all the way back, tuck through toes, lift your hips downward facing as you exhale. And from downward facing dog, we're going to rise in towards the tiptoes, look forward, step our right foot, step our left foot towards the top of the mat space. Feet are just about hip width distance apart, toes behind your wrists, softness in towards your knees. You're going to send your left fingertips further forwards out in front of you. Soft bend in towards the left knee, lengthen through the right leg. Draw the right arm upwards high to ceiling, inhale. Breath in this for 1. And then as you exhale, replace the left hand with the right hand, bend in towards the right knee, lengthen through the left leg. Draw the left arm upwards towards the sky. Inhale at the top. Exhale to release 2 hands down towards the ground, fold in towards your legs and thighs. Open through your chest on an inhale. Heel toe your feet together or hip width distance, whichever you choose. Exhale, forward fold in towards your thighs. Rising up to standing as you inhale, arms in prayer go high. Exhale, hands by your side. We're going to bend through the knees. Utkatasana chair pose, inhale. We're going to fold in towards the legs and thighs as we exhale. Halfway to lift on it, inhaling. Pressing in towards palms of hands, step it back, downward facing dog. 1 breath in, inhale. Connect a little deeper through feet and hands, exhale. Draw it forwards, find high plank on it, inhale. Chaturanga, knees go down, exhale. Upward facing or cobras, inhale. Downward facing, hips to ceiling, exhale. Holding for 2 breaths in through nose. Holding for 1. Gorgeous. Rising to tiptoes, inhale. Left foot then right foot to top of mat space, exhale. Lifting through the heart space, halfway inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Prayer goes high to sky, Ardha Hastasana, inhale. Hands by side of body, Tadasana, exhale. So we're going to bend into the knees, Utkatasana chair pose, inhale. You're going to release your hands in towards prayer at the heart space as you exhale. Shift your weight in towards your left foot and pull up the right leg. Cross your right leg over your left leg just once. Squeeze that right heel to outer side of left hip. Send your seat a little deeper. Reach your arms alongside your head, inhale. So it's almost like you're in a half eagle. Focusing on creating that balance, magnetism through the thighs. You're here for 2, inhale. Exhale. Breath through 1. We're going to release and step the right foot behind us. Arms stay high, high crescent lunge. Upwards with the chest and heart, inhale. Gorgeous. Frame your left foot, exhale. Swoop your left leg into the sky, inhale. Draw the knee towards the nose and plant the left foot in between the palms, exhale. Light on the left fingertips, lean forwards. Take your right knee and tap it behind your left calf. Soften the bend in 2 knees. Squeeze right heel into bum, lift through your chest space, inhale. Release your right foot next to your left foot, exhale. Bend through your knees, Utkatasana, inhale. Hands draw in towards chest space, exhale. Weight shifts in towards right foot, hug left leg into bellies. Cross left leg over right leg, half eagle, squeezing heel into bum. Chest leans forwards, bubble in my throat, inhale. Maybe to stay to lift the arms above your head. Send your right knee a little further forwards. Deepen the breath, inhale. Beautiful. Release and step back with the left foot, arms stay high to sky. Lift your heart, pull it up. Frame your right foot, exhale. Push in towards your palms, right leg goes high to ceiling, inhale. Knee towards the nose as you exhale, right foot in between your hands, standing weight into right foot, fingertips go forwards, right knee stays bent, dial your left knee towards the back of the right calf, squeezing heel into bum. Push in towards your fingertips, lift your chest, draw your sternum forwards, inhale. And then step your left foot next to your right foot back into Utkatasana. Arms lift up towards the ceiling space, breath in through the nose. Exhale, take a forward fold in towards our thighs. Halfway to lift on inhale. Pressing down through palms of hands, step it back to high plank, exhale. Hold your high plank space. Take a deeper, fuller breath, inhale. Shift your shoulders a little further forwards. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Upward facing hips forwards, heart high. Downward facing, exhale, draw it to the sky. Hold downward facing. Find that sense of heat. Sit with it. This is really a practice of just doing the thing. Drop in, let yourself land with the physicality. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling space, inhale. Draw the knee towards the nose and step the right foot in between the palms, exhale. Rise into high lunge, inhaling. Now as you exhale, hands are in towards prayer heart space. Shift it forwards, landing the right foot. Left knee taps behind the right calf. Squeezing heel to bum, take a breath. Hug the left leg in towards the chest space, inhale. As you exhale, cross left ankle on top of right thigh, find figure 4. Breathe into figure 4, inhale. Step back with the left foot, exhale. High lunge, inhale. Frame right foot, exhale. High plank through, inhale. Discipline with the breath, exhale. Receive the inhale, go up. Receive the exhale, go back. Beautiful. Left leg goes high, inhale. Knee towards nose, foot between hands, exhale. We're rising, inhale. Hands find prayer, exhale. So lean weight forwards. Scoot the right knee in towards the back of that left calf. Squeeze heel to bum. Lift your chest, press into palms. Hug the right leg in towards the chest space. Inhale. Ankle on top of thigh. Exhale, figure 4. Up with the chest space, buoyancy. Inhale. Step back with the right foot. Exhale. Arms to ceiling. Reach up to sky. Frame your left foot. Exhale. High plank. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, pelvis forwards, heart up. Downward facing, exhale, hips to sky. Whatever that word is called. Hold it, inhale. Pressing through the palms. Toning through the fronts of the legs. Receiving the energy of the space. We're here for 2. Beautiful. You are here for 1. You're going to rise towards your tiptoes, inhale. Step, hop, float, or fly. Land your feet to the top of the mat by exhale. Lift your heart halfway. Fold in towards your legs, exhale outwards. Let's come up with 2 long legs. Prayer goes up to the ceiling space, inhale. Now, as you exhale, release your hands by your side body, breath outwards. Bring your prayer back up to ceiling, Ardha Hastasana, inhale. Interlace your fingers and flip the heels of the hands to the sky. Pushing the heels of the hands upwards, send your hips further forwards. Open through your heart and chest. Dialing the hips up. Opening through the heart, inhale. Folding over the legs as you exhale, keep weighting to toes. Do that 2 more times. Come all the way up, send your hands forwards, arms to ceiling. Hips forwards, heart high. Exhale, folding towards your legs and thighs. One more, pelvis forwards, pubic bone forwards, inhale. Folding as you exhale, try not to swing the hips back too much. Gorgeous, releasing hands, lift through your chest space, inhale. Step, hop, float or fly, chaturangas on exhale. Upward facing, inhale. We send it back to downward facing, hips go high on exhale. Let yourself pause in stillness. Draw your right leg up towards the ceiling space, inhale. Bend your right knee and open through your hip, exhale. We're going to draw the knee towards the nose and plant the right foot in between our hands. And as we rise up into our high crescent lunge, we're going to interlace our fingers. Place the heels of the hands together, palms together. And as you make this space, it's a really good opportunity to almost feel like you're rocketing the fingertips up. Squeeze the head and skull. So you're bringing up the whole upper portion of the body, inhale. Bend a little deeper into towards that right knee, exhale, almost as if you're dropping that left hip down towards the ground space. Push up through 2 long legs, inhale. Bend into just your left knee, right leg stay straight, exhale. Pulsate through 2. Bend into the right knee, arms stay high. There's not necessarily a back bend. Pushing to 2 feet, resist. Softness, exhale. So it's about that releasing, bending in towards the right knee, breathing it all the way up, bending into the left knee. Bring it back, inhale. Open the arms, exhale. Arms go wider in diagonal spaces. Feel the breath, really reach through them, inhale. Send in towards the right foot, hug the left leg up and in towards the chest. As you breathe into this, inhale, send your left shin a little further forwards. Squeeze your right glute, and as you exhale, hug your arms forwards, but lean your weight backwards. Keeping breath. Arms a little further forwards. So you feel like you're almost hugging something ahead of you. Taking time to breathe in through the nose for 1. Let's step this back in towards a high lunge. This time, interlace your fingers, press the heels of the hands up towards the sky, inhale. Lifting that frontal left hip point upwards. Exhale, open through the heart so we stay higher. Inhale to hold. Gorgeous, exhale. Now maybe you pause. Maybe you add a bending through your left knee. Opening through the chest. Pressing through the fingertips, inhale. Here for 1. You're going to fly this forwards into warrior 3. Let your hands go where your hands choose to go. Feel the stability. Now bring your head a little further forwards. Gorgeous. Can you drop your chest a touch? And lift up via the navel. Imagine you're imprinting the back of the lungs to the ceiling. So nice, holding. A little bit more of a lean forwards with heart. Gorgeous. Can we be there for 2? Breathe into that for 1. Draw the left leg up and towards the chest, inhale. Let's go back into the cross of that half eagle as we exhale, left leg on top of the right leg. So you're sitting the bum back, you're angling that heel in. Maybe you want to stay, or maybe you're going to press your hands back alongside your hips. Tilt your chest a little further forwards and also down. Then perhaps the arms go back up to the ceiling space as we inhale. 2 more times, pressing the hands back with resistance on exhale. Gliding them up high towards the ceiling space as we inhale. Pressing back through exhale. Lifting them high towards the ceiling space on inhale. Draw your left leg up and in towards the chest, breath in. We're going to step back with the left foot as we exhale. Frame the right foot. Draw your right leg up towards the ceiling, inhale. Hopefully we don't kick each other. Bend through the right knee, exhale. This is a no dress rehearsal. Flip the dog, send the bum down towards the ground. Right hand on the inside of the right knee. Press it all the way up in towards wild thing, Shamatkarasana, inhale. Hold in your wild thing. Think about creating that long line. You can take the hand behind the head. But as we navigate into the pressure of the foot, can we start to lift the chest? Open heart. Inhale to breathe. Exhale, release high plank. Hold high plank for 1. Chaturanga, exhale, lower down. Ardha Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Holding downward facing. Feeling that sense of stillness. Connection through front of thighs. We're going to peel it forwards, inhale. Twist your knees to the right as you exhale, push the bum to the heels. Draw the right arm upwards, high to ceiling, inhale. Place the right hand at the back of the head, exhale. Guide your head forwards with the hand at the back of the skull. So you're in a side plank, reaching forwards, inhale. Full breath in. Right hand goes down towards ground, exhale. Hips go high to sky, downward facing. Left leg goes up to the ceiling, inhale. Knee to nose, foot to hands, exhale. So reducing effort wherever you can. Lift your arms high to ceiling, inhale. Interlace through fingers. Take that really indulgent bend, drop in towards the right leg. Lifting up, so it's not necessarily a back bend, it's a impetus to lift a little higher. Pushing towards the left foot, inhale, come up. Relax into it, exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale. Left knee to bend, exhale. So it's like you're oiling through the hip joints, all the way up. Right knee to bend as you breathe outwards. So lovely. Let's say 1 more. Bending in towards that left knee. Gorgeous. Breathing it all the way up. Then bending in towards the right knee. So we're going to breathe up, inhale. Bend into left knee, arms go forward, so take them slightly ahead of you. See them in your peripheral vision, but there's a sense of lifting up a little bit from the back of the arms. Standing to the left foot, hug the right leg, woo, in towards the chest. Draw the leg in towards the chest, inhale. Right shin goes forwards, fingers, hips go forwards. Everything else goes back. Maybe even there's an opening of the throat. So you're opposing your directions. Shin forwards. Heart up, relax the front of the throat. Continue to breathe. 1 more. Draw it all the way up and then step the right foot back, high lunge. Interlace your hands, lift them up towards the sky. This time we lift up on the right hip. Find that space. Tone through the right leg, inhale. Maybe bending towards the left knee, exhale. And I want you to feel this comes through that circular space from the top of the right knee towards the right hip points. Breathing in through the nose, lift your right hip a little higher. Let's float it through Warrior 3, exhale. As you float through Warrior 3, crown forwards. Is it that now?
It's coming. It's like
Feel the breath, inhale.
we woke up. Thank you.
There's always 2 different sides of the body. Sisters, not twins. Inhale, stay in Warrior 3s if that's where we are. Keep feeling into that breath. Navigate your space, figure out what you need. Lift forwards with your chest, heart, toes, inhale. And draw the right leg up and in towards the chest. Arms are going to go up, then cross your right leg on top of your left leg. Sit your bum down and back, really squeeze so I can feel my calf is on. Magnetism through the thighs and wrapping back through the hips. Press your hands down, resist. So you're pressing back against something that's heavy and loaded in weight. Arms are going to lift up alongside the ears, inhale. So press back, resist, exhale, use muscular effort. Arms go up towards the ceiling space as we inhale. So there's this really beautiful balance between using effort and using lightness. Exhale to press back. Lifting alongside the ears, inhale. Just 1 more time. Press back on it, exhale. Arms alongside the ears for inhale. Let's draw the right leg up and in towards the chest. We're going to step back with the right foot, frame with the left foot. Press into palms, left leg goes up to ceiling space, inhale. Bend through the knee and open your hip. Exhale. Drop it back in towards your wild thing. Send the bum down towards the ground, or just pause where you are. Lifting up, inhale. Now chest goes forward to the front of your spaces. So lean into the hand. Inhale. And then could be a sense of lifting up through your right side lung, right armpit. Squeeze on through the glutes, open through the front of the hip spaces. So nice. Take an extra breath in. Release, find chaturanga, lower all the way down. Upward facing inhale. So nice. Downward facing exhale. So we're rolling forwards in towards the high plank space. Inhale. Twist your knees to the left, push your bum towards the heels. Exhale. Lovely. So as your knees press back, you're going to place your left arm up to sky and back of head. Draw it all the way forwards, inhaling towards your side planks. And as you press down, lift up. Spiral gaze, perhaps underneath the armpit towards the elbow point. Inhale. Hands down to ground. Exhale. Chaturanga if you're with us, downward facing. Or if you're with Kelly, chaturangas. Breathe in through the nose. And breathe out. So beautiful. Rise towards your tiptoes. Inhale. Land your feet to the top of the mat. Exhale. Halfway to lift your heart space. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Utkatasana. Bend through the knees. Lift the arms high to the ceiling space. Breathe in. Hold in Utkatasana. And send that seat a little deeper. Reach it forward to Ardha Utkatasana, flat back. So as you reach forwards, head goes forwards, bum goes back. Squeeze the arms around the ears. Lift them higher than the back of the earlobes. Feel the power in the shoulder complex switching on. Maybe you rise to tiptoes. Maybe the seat goes 2 inches lower than the heart space. Or one more breath in. Hands to ground, step hop, float or fly, or just go straight to downward facing dog. Lovely. Inhale. Meeting back downward facing, exhale. So last little bit of movement. We can feel the heat. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling space. Inhale. Bend your knee and open through your hip as you exhale. Draw the knee towards the nose and plant the right foot in between your palms. Rise up in towards warrior 2. Looking down the right middle finger, inhale. So as you move in towards your warrior 2s, find that space and stability. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, bend in towards your left knee, take Skandasana at the back of the mat space. Breathe it all the way back in towards warrior 2 as you inhale. Now we're going to shift into Ardha Chandrasana, brick or no brick, your choice. Leaning the right hand down towards the ground and floating the left leg up towards the sky. And thinking about lifting up and out of that right hand. Let's bring flexion in towards the left foot, lift up through right side of lung and body. Inhale. Maybe you want to say, or maybe you're going to bend your left knee. Grab a hold of the inside of your left ankle. Pressing up, perhaps in towards the back bend space. Opening through the heart chest, maybe lifting through the throat a little bit. Let's hold as we breathe into this with 3. Inhale. Breath through 1. Releasing. Send your left fingertips down towards the ground. Extend your left leg up towards the ceiling space. Moment in standing split. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, cross your left knee behind your right calf or ankle. Send your seat all the way down towards the ground. Lift your arms to ceiling space. Inhale. Cross your left arm outside of your right leg. Exhale. Fingertips go down, heart goes high. Spiral the gaze over your right shoulder. One more breath in. And bring that back through center. I'm not a rebound twist person, but if you want it, take it. If you're with me, Navasana boat pose. Inhale. Lifting through heart and chest. Cross with ankles. Exhale. Step to hop, float or fly. Chaturangas. Upward facing dog. Downward facing. So it's a little bit more fluid in its patterning and its breath work. Lift your left leg high to ceiling. Inhale. Knee towards the nose, foot between the hands, exhale. We land in warrior two. Ground the heel, look down the left middle finger. Feel that sense of expansion. Grow that sense of expansion. Reach towards your edges, inhale. Skandasana at the edge, exhale. All the way back and in towards your warrior two on inhale. Maybe a brick in place. Tilt your way, Ardha Chandrasana. Right leg goes high. Perhaps flexion in towards the foot. This right arm, up, up, up. Perhaps to stay. Or maybe you're going to bend through the knee. Grab a hold of the foot, ankle or shin. Lovely, then press it back or press it up if you have the inside line. Wherever it is that you are breathing, continue to breathe for 3, inhale. Continue to breathe for 2. Plug into the left big toes, breathing through 1. Fingertips go down towards the ground. Right leg continues going up to sky, standing split. Lift your heart space, inhale. Cross your right leg behind your left leg, send your seat to the ground, exhale. And as your seat goes down to ground, right arm goes up, inhale. Cross the arm outside the leg, exhale. And can you think about really pressing the arm into the leg? Lightness through the left fingertips. They're there to guide you. They're not necessarily there to hold your weight in space. Through that central axis, you twist. A little bit more of that breath and connection through chest and heart. Inhale. We breathe it back. It's Navasana boat pose. Reaching through arms, fingers, shins, knees, toes. Inhale. Lift it up, 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 up. Create that J shape. So scoop through the belly, lift through the heart space. Maybe lengthen the legs. Reach a little more. Be proud through the heart for 1. Crossing at ankles, step, hop, float, or fly, chaturangas. Upwards, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Oscillate or be in your stillness. You have 2 breaths. Right leg goes high to the ceiling space, inhale. And stepping your right foot outside of your right hand as you exhale. You might want to have a brick in place. You might not need it at all. It's totally your choice. You're going to rotate towards the outer side of that right foot here. Fingertips go down. We're going to shift our hips forwards, inhale. Drop and open through the right knee. Maybe there's a little shift or rocking forwards and backwards. Lifting through hearts. And then we're going to lift it open through the chest. Inhale. Send your left knee down towards the ground. Walk your hands towards the right-hand side of your mat. And drop outwards through your right shin. Hands will touch the right shin, right heel. Lift up, inhale. Opening through heart and chest. There might be a brick underneath your right hip here. As you breathe in through the nose. And we're going to release the tuck of that left toe. Send our body, chest, fingertips all the way down towards the floor space. Long ahead of us as we melt in towards our pigeons. Forehead to earth or forehead to brick. We're not totally passive. We're wrapping back through the right hip. We're dialing back through the left toes. Beautiful. Breathing for 2, inhale. Returning the hands towards the front of your right shin here. And as you return the hands to the front of the right shin, retuck the left toe, maneuver the hands back towards the mat space. Bring it back towards the sole of the right foot and slide the knee between the arms, open through the chest, inhale. Step it back, just a downward facing dog this time as you exhale. Left leg goes high to ceiling space, inhale. Left foot steps outside of left hand, exhale. So we fully rotate to the little toe side of the foot. Knee drops outwards. I like to go to fingertips, open through the chest, inhale. And you can move and rock forwards and backwards on those right toes. Just oiling through the front of the hips. And then we start to walk our hands over towards the left edge. Send the right knee down towards the ground, open through the chest, inhale. Hands go to leg. You lift all the way up, come high, come out of your flexibility. So lift, lift, lift. Pelvis from the ground, inhale. So we stay up and then we exhale, passive space, folding all the way forwards. Beautiful. So there's always these little plays between. If you're familiar with my classes where we can really drop into flexibility, I'm definitely not someone that is shy of getting you to use that space. But just figuring out where is passive, where is active, where we feel good, which feels better. But just knowing that we can navigate and converse with all of those ranges and spaces. And what I'm doing here to Kelly is pressing in towards her left hip, wrapping the left hip back. And just giving a little information to not drop fully through that front right hip flexor. Maybe to reach a little bit more actively back through the right toe. Breathing for 2. Gorgeous. Hands walk back towards the left shin. And you'll tuck through the right toe, place the hands back to the mat. Dial the left knee up and back between the arms. Drag the heart, chest, throat, forwards and upwards. Inhale. And step straight back to your last downward facing dog as you exhale. Hold. Feel the heat, the fire. Enjoy the energy rising, maybe keeping a hold of that. Rising into tiptoes, inhale. And we're going to bring it all the way down to a seat as we exhale. And you're going to bring yourself down to that seated space. Soles of the feet will come together. And let's just take a little moment to place the hands towards the fronts of the shins here. You don't have to be in a close diamond Baddha Konasana. You could be a little bit more extended. And just like you're doing cat-cows, hold onto the fronts of the shins, open through the heart and throat, inhale. And then rounding through your spine as you exhale. 2 more in your timing. One more. And then breathing ourselves all the way up through heart, throat, just hanging on the legs for a moment so you've really got that sense of tactility lift through your chest. Take a big breath in. Release back through neutral, holding on to everything that you found across your legs. And we're going to close our practice today in seat. So staying up, staying present, keeping a hold of this sense of vitality, energy swirling. And you can turn the palms up to the sky, keep receiving the energy. You might turn the palms down towards the knee space, lock in what it is that you have. Sense of length through the back of the neck. Breathe low and wide into the base of the belly as inhale. Breathe out. Sip all the breath up to your heart space. Let it go. Maintain the stillness as if you're free floating. Close your eyes. And as always, if you have time and space to continue to be here, stay for as long as you can. If your timing reflects our timing, then place your right hand over your heart space. Place your left hand on top of your right hand. And just take a little moment to hold the heart in the palms. Maybe you're interacting a little bit more with that sense of settling, that sense of softening, without completely saying goodbye to what it is that we stirred up within. A really gentle breath just to navigate in towards the next space. And you might stay just as you are, or the hands might draw in towards prayer. Thumbs guiding up towards your eyebrows. Be grateful for arriving to your practice today, being true with what it was that you needed and showing up for what it was that you have. Continue to practice, continue to move, continue to show up, and all is coming. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. We will be joined by Kelly again on the mat, so keep an eye out for that one. And it's been very fun. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.